Hey guys, and welcome to Thursday. I just got back from work. I don't know, it's really late actually. Comparatively to days I usually get back from work, it's like 7 o'clock right now. And I don't know, for some reason, all of my coworkers, the other retouchers, were just like there for a lot longer than they usually stay there. And I'm guessing it was because they were trying to make up for like the snow days and stuff, which is fine. And I've been staying a little bit late to make up for those days as well, to kind of catch up on some stuff. But today they just stayed really late, and I'm usually there after them, just because they usually like to get there early and then leave earlier, and I don't necessarily mind getting there around 9 and then leaving at a more normal time, like a more normal 9 to 5 thing. But they do have the option of coming in earlier or later. Like my boss, my manager even comes in, the post-production manager. She comes in like around 10 or so and then stays much later than everyone else. So anyway, it's a weird thing. But I got there at my normal time, and other people were already there, besides my manager, and it was weird that everybody just stayed really late. I don't know why. I didn't really think to ask. I probably should have, but then I just left because I really didn't feel like being there anymore. I just really wanted to come home because I kind of just wanted to have a nice relaxing night of reading. I did post 2 vlogs today, so I don't feel too pressured to edit a bunch right now. Maybe I'll edit a vlog before I go off and read. I'm not sure, but I've got to catch up with some of this reading, and that's evident because I have another package here to show to you guys. This is another one from Orbit. This is another one of those Orbit packages I was talking about on Saturday that I'm excited for. Orbit is coming out with a lot of cool stuff, and I'm really looking forward to a lot of the stuff that they are publishing. And I'm not sure which one this is. I think I know which one this is out of the 2 that are left. I think these are the last 2 things that I'm waiting for, period, from now until like May. So that's really good because I have a lot of books to read already, and obviously not even including all the stuff I have to read on my shelves already. You just have a lot of arcs to read, as I've said before. So this is, I think, the penultimate package before I won't get any more for a little bit, hopefully. Maybe there'll be a couple more trickling in for May itself, but definitely up until May, these are the last ones, which is good. So let's see which one this is. Like I said, it can only be one of 2 things, and I kind of hope it's one specific thing that I'm really excited for because it comes out next week, and I would love to read it next week to review it. And it is. That makes me very happy. Okay, so here it is. It's this nice, beautiful, thick paperback, fantasy paperback called Kings of the Wild by Nicholas Eames. I'm guessing that's how you pronounce his name. Look at that cover. I don't know about you, but I love that cover quite a lot. Really, really looking forward to it. I don't know. Just Orbit posted something pretty recently, maybe towards the beginning of this month, I think, about just new authors that they brought on, debut authors that they had signed and that had books coming out soon. And they talked about them a little bit and linked to all of their Twitters and stuff. And like this one stood out to me out of all of the ones that I saw that were debuts. And I was looking at this guy's Twitter and just other stuff about him and his process of getting this published, and it's really cool to me to see debut authors in general. But to look at this guy on Twitter, he only has like a little over 100 followers on Twitter. No one really knows who he is yet, but he has this really cool book being released, this beautiful cover. He seems so excited about it, and he has all these pictures on his Twitter about these boxes of his book that he's getting with his name on it, and he's just so excited about it. And it filled me with a lot of happiness and joy to see someone that did something like this, wrote a book and got it published, just be happy and really enjoying the process of it. So I don't know, debut authors inspire me a lot, and it makes me feel like, these people, most of them, the vast majority of them, they wrote their first books while they're working some other job, while they're doing other things. A lot of them have families, a lot of them that they have to take care of, like spouses and children, and just they have a lot of stuff going on in their lives, and I find it really inspiring to see that they created something and put something out into the world. And now this guy has this beautiful fantasy paperback being released in 2 bookstores, and I'm sure it feels amazing, and it just makes me feel like someday this will be me. Someday I will finish a book despite all the other stuff that I'm doing, despite everything else that I want to do and that I spend my time on. If I do eventually really get into the habit of writing every day, really get into the habit of putting my stories that I have in my head to words and to paper, then someday, maybe not be the first one, maybe not be the second one, maybe take me a while, but someday I'll get there. And just like debut authors make me feel so just inspired and good. Anyway, so that was a long ramble. I haven't even told you what this book is about yet, but like I said, it's a fantasy, and there actually is not a sell sheet with this, and the back doesn't have a whole lot to offer in the way of like a synopsis or anything, but I'll just go ahead and read what's here. It says, "Glory never gets old," right at the top. Clay Cooper and his band were once the best of the best, the most feared and renowned crew of mercenaries this side of Heartwild. Their glory days long past, the mercs have grown apart and grown old, fat, drunk, or a combination of the three. Then an ex-bandmate turns up at Clay's door with a plea for help, the kind of mission that only the very brave or the very stupid would sign up for. It's time to get the band back together. And at the top it says, "The boys are back in town." I don't know why, I like that sense of humor already. The cover obviously really drew me in quite a bit, and there was a little bit more of a synopsis on either Orbit's page or the Goodreads page, or something that I saw that really made me interested in it. But I don't need any more than that to go into it, and I will definitely be talking about this more in the very, very near future. It's on my list to read. It comes out February 21st, and it's got a blurb from Sebastian de Castel. Right here on the back, it's got blurbs from K.J. Parker. I've never read anything by K.J. Parker. It's got a blurb from John Gwynne. Someone literally just recommended me a series by John Gwynne on one of my BookTube videos recently. And I looked it up. It sounded interesting, so I'll look out for that. But now I know who that author is, at least, so I recognize the name now. And yeah, cool. Fun. It just sounds like entertaining. Like an entertaining epic fantasy read, and I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, so like, even if I don't like this book, like, it doesn't even matter. Even if I don't end up liking like the debut author's book or whatever, and it just ends up being like a beautiful book that's sitting on my shelf or whatever, I still feel so good getting to read debut authors' work, especially in this genre that I love so much. Anyway, I think that's the end of that spiel. I am hungry and I need to eat something and then read. I'm making more of this stuff, rice and stir fry with chicken and vegetables and stuff. We ate dinner. Was it good?
It was really good. I was telling Chris that it tasted just like teriyaki sauce, and he was like, "What?" And so I looked up the ingredients for teriyaki sauce, and it was everything.
It was very similar to what I actually used. I put in that regular sauce that we had one time or the other day. I used like that half of the packet, but there's like hardly anything in there. Then soy sauce and honey and garlic powder and vegetables and all that stuff. So, and Giselle's organizing our books a bit more.
There's so many. I feel overwhelmed. Like, how am I going to make all these books fit on these two shelves?
Yeah, it's a lot. This is all like YA and children's, right?
Yeah.
And middle grade and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And then the fairy tale stuff is out here. This is all fairy tale stuff, and then cooking up there. And we did move the piano over here, and Giselle was playing it a little bit, so it can plug in. I still would like to have it back the way it was before, but I have to get an extension cord first. But yeah, so it's fun. It works now. See? Awesome.
So it's midnight now. I just got done with my second live stream of the day. I didn't vlog earlier, but I streamed again this morning because I was home, and I ended up hanging out with Melody the whole time, and we talked, and it was great. And then the same people came and hung out with me tonight as they did 2 nights ago. So it was Judith, Audrey, Melody, and Bandlegrim, and it was so fun, and it was great, and they just chatted, and it was awesome. So that's what I ended up doing tonight. I'm just turning in circles. I'm pretty sleepy now, though. It's like past midnight, like I said. Chris fell asleep on the couch after like 9-ish or something, so while I was streaming, he was sleeping on the couch. He started reading a book, but then fell asleep. So I just streamed and chatted with them. We talked about TV shows and books and movies and just all sorts of lovely, wonderful things. So I'm hoping to keep live streaming a lot in the near future. So if you want to come hang out with me anytime, just stop by. I'll post a video on YouTube every time I do it, pretty much. So, yeah, it was really great though, and I had a lot of fun. And like I said, I did it earlier today, and then I did it again just now, and it was just lovely. So the first stream, Melody came and hung out with me the whole time, which was awesome. And I've just been playing Stardew Valley a lot. So yeah. Anyway, tomorrow I don't work until like 3, so I'm gonna do another stream tomorrow morning as well. Not excessive at all. Just like 3 streams in 24 hours. It's okay. So that will be me tomorrow, and then work and stuff. So I'm gonna go to sleep right now though, because I'm real tired and falling asleep. I'll probably watch Stardew Valley videos because I'm just a little bit obsessed. This much. Thank you guys so very much for watching. We really appreciate it as always, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night, guys.